Hi, I'm Rhya, and this is Wondering About Wolves. Today, we're looking at the Wolves versus Aston Villa match review.
Yes, it was a 0-0 draw at Villa Park.
It was.
So, what is first on the agenda today?
Well, it would be goals, but because there wasn't any, we're going to talk about the missed opportunities.
Yes, there were some missed opportunities in the game. What opportunities are we going to talk about first?
Well, first it was Aston Villa's opportunities in the first half.
Yes, it was. They hit the bar twice, didn't they?
Yeah.
First time it was Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
You mentioned Ollie Watkins.
Yes.
In the preview, you told us he's their top goal scorer with 10 goals and he's the danger man in terms of getting the ball in the back of the net. And it almost proved to be the case. So that was a great shot. I think it was only 3 minutes on the clock when he took the shot.
It was a let-off as well.
It was a let-off, smacked against the bar. Poor work from Dendoncker. The way he turned away from Dendoncker, Dendoncker sold himself down the river. Watkins got the shot off, it hit the bar. That was a let-off, like you say. Then, later on in the half, it was Konsa who hit the bar for Villa. And again, we survived by the skin of our teeth, banging off the bar and coming out. So, first half, it was Villa who came close.
It was. But then second half, Wolves created the chances.
Yeah, it was a complete role reversal. This time it was us on the front foot, wasn't it? Emi Martinez made a decent save from Neto when he went on a break, a counter-attack from our own corner. And then we had a couple of great chances. Connor Cody first with a diving header. He hit the inside of the post.
Then Saïs kicked it up over the bar.
From like a yard out.
How could you miss that? Just kick it in the back of the net.
Yeah, he was stretching for it. What it was, Rhya, he was stretching for it. He was on his right foot as well. And by the time he reacted, he got underneath the ball. And because he was underneath the ball, he could only help it upwards rather than forwards. So Cody hits the post. Saïs somehow manages to put it over the bar from a yard out. And then another chance. It was Cody again. Yeah, a good save from the Villa goalkeeper, Martinez. You know, got himself down quickly to save Cody's shot. Cody did turn smartly with the ball. And he tried to finish it with his left foot, but it was good goalkeeping from Emi Martinez. So, like you say, you're right. Villa, first half, creating the chances. Second half, it was Wolves who almost scored.
Next on the agenda is Dylan's Fact of the Day.
When Jack Grealish was a kid, he always used to get his trousers dirty, even when he was playing tag, because whenever he got touched, he would fall down.
Thanks for that, Dylan. Next on the agenda is the player ratings.
Okay, tell us what you've scored the players then.
So Patricio I gave a 7. He did a good save late in the second half, but he did a bad kick at the end.
Oh yeah, that one. He did one bad kick that went straight out of play late in the second half. And he did one good save, like you say, a late one. You know, I think he got a foot to it actually to keep it out. But overall, he didn't have much to do at all second half, did he? No. You know, because we were on the front foot. So I think a 7 is a fair score for Rui.
Next is Semedo. I gave him a 7 as well. He tackled well and he's getting forward well every single game.
Yeah, one time he got beat in the first half by Torreira, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Rest of the time, he won the ball, stood up well, tackled well, and he loves to get forward. You know, a couple of things didn't quite come off for him, but he's getting up there and supporting. You know, and he's trying to make things happen. So, a 7 again. I think is fair enough.
Yeah. Next is Dendoncker. I gave him a 5. He was bad the first half. I mean, he improved a bit in the second half, but not a very good performance.
I tell you what, first half, he could have cost us 2 goals.
I know.
When Ollie Watkins hit the bar, he sold himself down the river, you know, trying to anticipate what was going to happen, and Watkins just turned away from him and struck a shot against the bar. Then he gave a terrible pass away, and they got a really good situation there where it was like sort of 3-on-3 in the box at one stage, and it was just Watkins should have took a shot on really, and he tried to pass it and managed to clear it. But that again came from a Dendoncker giveaway. Couple of shaky moments in the second half, but not as bad as the first. But overall, again, not great from Dendoncker.
Next is Cody. I gave him a 7. He defended well and he almost scored twice.
Yeah, I think if one of those would have gone in, you know, he could have gone 8, couldn't he? You know, if he'd have scored one of those chances, he could have been the hero. But he came close. He was unlucky with the inside of the post one there. You know, maybe he could have headed it back across goal, perhaps. But he got it downwards and powered it, but it hit the inside of the post. Unfortunate, but his general play was good. His general defending was good, and just a shame he couldn't cap that performance with a winning goal.
Yes. Next is Sight. I gave him a 7. Solid performance. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think he had like a steady game.
Yeah, and again, it's similar to Cody. He was steady. But if he'd have got that goal, you know, if he'd have got that, he could have been the hero and we could have won the game 1-0. But he managed to put it over the bar. So that was a real bad miss because it was literally 1 yard out. And like I said earlier, he got his foot underneath the ball and helped it upwards to the sky. Just push it forwards. But the reactions of a defender rather than a striker.
Next is Johnny. I gave him a 6. Steady game. He did the full game as well.
Full game, full game
good.
for Johnny.
He didn't go forwards very good today.
I think you could perhaps, in difference to Semedo, you know, we've gave Semedo a 7 and he did get forward well. Johnny didn't really do a lot going forward. He was steady enough, but going forward didn't really contribute as much today and help out in that area of the pitch where perhaps if he'd have got up higher in the pitch and could have helped create something, but not much going forward today from Johnny. Next
is Neves. I gave him a 6. Long range shooting and free kicks. Like they haven't been very good, have they?
No, and it was.
And it wasn't very good today either.
Yeah, he was poor first half as well. Did improve second, but like you say, he's shooting every time he's having a shot. You know, it's nowhere near. He's trying his free kicks and they're not hitting the target. He's looking more dangerous now. Like Dave Edwards going into the box with late runs. He scored a couple of goals lately, and he got in there again and he tried to get his head on it, but Matt Target defended it well and flicked it away with his head. So he's looking more dangerous now as a midfielder breaking into the box rather than shooting outside the box like he's always been famous for. But his shooting's been way off recently and his threat is actually coming from a Dave Edwards style running to the box.
Next is Matinho. I gave him a 6. He was quite sloppy first off, but then I think he got like better throughout the game and second.
He's another one. He's one of a bunch of them. And again, poor first half, weren't they? A lot of them. And improved second and played better second. And he's a great example of that because first half, you know, he gave some poor balls away, wasn't getting close enough to people. Second half, that improved. He was getting touched to people, winning the ball and moving it better, more accurately and quicker tempo.
We need to do that from the first
tell me
Why can we do the second half and not first?
Oh, no, we know this Conor Cody's just been on the television and he's done an interview and he said what I've been banging on about for weeks and weeks and weeks. First half, terrible. And he's saying it's got to stop. Cody himself has just admitted it's got to stop. Our first half performances and poor. And he's used the same words I've been using. He's been saying the second half, we've been playing at a higher tempo, we've been playing with more intensity, we've been playing on the front foot. First half, we've been playing passively, we've been inviting pressure, we're not getting close enough to people. This is what I keep saying. So Cody himself, the captain of the club, has come out and said that. So that's there for everybody to see. That they know themselves, the first half performances are not good enough. They have got to sort it out because they're wasting 45 minutes of football.
Next is my man of the match. It's Neto. I gave him a 7. He did some good runs and looked quite dangerous.
Yeah, he was threatening. He had a decent effort at goal that Martinez saved and he ran like half the length of the pitch with a breakaway from our own corner. He put some good deliveries in. That one that Cody hit the post with, that was a Neto cross. He looked like our most likely avenue to creating something or scoring a goal. He looked like the most threatening of our players.
Next is Jose. He came off, but I gave him a 6. No goal again, but he did hold the ball up.
I think he did okay with his hold-up play. When they got it to him, he generally made it stick and he'd find a Wolves shirt. But he's just getting no goal scoring opportunities. You know, you can.
We need to get him on the score sheet.
We do. You can attribute that to him or to the players around him by saying they're creating nothing for him. Is his movement good enough in the box? He did try to take a shot at one time today that they blocked. So that was good to see because before he's been even hesitant to shoot. And I know he's got a good shot. I've seen him shoot playing in Spain. So I know he's got the power in his boots. I've saw him do it. So it was good that he tried to get a shot off today, but Villa blocked it. But still, like you say, no goal. And no chances either. It ain't like he's missing a lot. He just ain't even getting chances to score. But his link-up play was okay.
Next is Torreira. I gave him a 5. He didn't have enough impact on the game.
I want him more from him.
Go on the runs, take people on, create chances, get the ball in the box.
Especially first half. He was really anonymous first half. He wasn't involved in the game at all. Second half, we did see more of him, but not enough again. Not enough for me, not to his normal standard where he can really cause trouble, really create havoc. So I think we've got to put that down today as a quiet game for Torreira.
Yeah. Now the sub,
the one sub came on.
Silva, gave him a 7. He looked lively, he had a busy performance, he was energetic.
Yeah.
Like, he's been doing well off the bench, as we've said.
It suited him, and I know people are saying maybe we should play him instead of Jose. But then, is he going to regress back to being struggling because he's got the weight and responsibility of leading the line from the start, playing a long time, rather than coming into a game fresh while other players are tiring, using his energy and movement?
Yeah.
It suited him better as a sub. He was bought with that in mind. We knew he was coming just to be a sub because we had Jimenez as our number 9. We knew we were just going to bring him on for 10 or 15 minutes here and there. And that's proven to be the case now, and that works better for Silva. I don't know whether throwing him in again will help him. You know, I think he's certainly doing better in the role as a sub. I think it's coming up against tiring defenders, and that while he's got fresh energy and he's got good movement, he helped us win a free kick, didn't he, on the edge of the box, with the pull of the shirt, and he's holding the ball up better, he's keeping it. So very promising, very, very good signs from Silva. Whether he's the answer to start still, I don't know. Will Nuno go for it? We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, we will. Next on the agenda is the general performance.
Okay, so tell us what you graded the first half.
So for the first half, I gave a 5. No chances created at all, no attacking threat, and as you said, we started passively
again, and I predicted this when we did our predictions. And by the way, I got another prediction right. I said Newcastle 1-1. I said Man City 4-1. I said we draw today. We draw. I even got the pattern of the game right. I said we will start slowly. Villa will be on top, and then we'll come back into it and assert ourselves in the second half. That's exactly what happened. It finished 0-0. A very frustrating first half. You're right to give it a 5 because it's poor again, it's passive, it's lethargic. We're not getting tight enough to people, we're giving them too much space, and we're sitting off them. Our passing was also sloppy.
And we had a few let-offs as well.
And let-offs, we could have been 2-0 down, if they had to hit the bar. And Ollie Watkins had another time he could have pulled the trigger and he passed it, he shouldn't have. So, definitely some let-offs. What did you grade the second half, Rhya?
I graded the second half a 7. We created more chances. We actually played on the front foot. But we are doing that second half. It's the first half. We need to be having that enthusiasm and going forward and creating.
Yeah. And like I said, Connor Cody's admitted as much, that's come straight from the camp, from the captain. Second half better. Higher tempo of passing, getting closer to people, winning the ball higher up the pitch and being threatening in an attacking sense. Same again, rinse and repeat. But we're losing 45 minutes of football all the time. But you're right, second half was better and they deserve a 7 out of 10. If they'd have got the winner and scored one of the chances, I think it could have been an 8 out of 10 for the second half.
And then overall, a 6. As you said, the same problem, wasting 45 minutes of playing football.
Yeah, 45 minutes of football wasted. We're just saying, first half, you can have it and we'll just sit here. We won't really come at you and try and take the ball off you.
You can attack, we'll just defend.
We're letting them dominate. Then we decide, second half, now we'll have a go, we'll start playing, and we look so much better. Imagine if we started the game with that mindset where we're going to dominate the game, we're going to be on the front foot, we're going to press and harass and tackle and get close to people, not give them time on the ball,
we'd actually
pass it to quicker tempo.
Games if we did
We'd be winning games, we'd be winning more games than we are now. What's next on the agenda?
Next, it's the sign-off.
Okay, over to you for that.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on the game. And
now, hang on a bit before we finish. Can I ask a technical question? How do we get this video that we make from a telephone onto a laptop or even a television?
It doesn't matter. You'll never understand these stuff.
But somehow it moves. The video itself moves.
Dad,
from a telephone
it doesn't matter.
To a
it doesn't matter. All you have to do is get the video from the phone and upload it to YouTube. That's it.
Upload it?
Yeah, do you understand that?
You do one of them uploads?
You upload it to YouTube, yes. And make sure you join us next time for the Wolves versus Liverpool match preview.
Uploading?
No more questions!